Breaking news, CBS stock is tumbling another 5% as the board meets right now, this moment in California, while it decides the fate of its head honcho, Leslie Moonves. Charlie Gasparino here with the latest on the future of CBS after it's been rocked with this sexual harassment scandal.
We're here in this board meeting is going into what was described to us as extra innings as they decide what to do with Mr. Moonves following that pretty explosive article in the New Yorker it dropped on Friday. There was some rumor before that it was coming, and it clearly delivered what you'd expected, which was an existential threat to Les Moonves's future running CBS. And what we did is some reporting over the weekend, people who know people on the board, people who are plugged into the company, and his future clearly is in doubt. We should point out that the meeting is going on now.
There's the board.
Yes, it started at about 9:30, I understand, Pacific time, which is, I guess, 12:30 our time. It's still going on.
You've got Congressman,
right?
Well, former Secretary of State
Bill Cohen on that board. So it is going longer than we thought. We do know that it's likely that we've been told this from inside CBS. They're planning to do some sort of a statement. We'll see if it comes. It's not written in stone, but they are planning a statement when this is over that says something about where the investigation, because they're going to launch an internal investigation, and whether Moonves, I think right now the question is whether he's suspended during this investigation, or he stays on, or do they just blow him out? I mean, here's the one. Let's be real clear here. I know Les not well, but it's always been. I have no animus to the guy. I'm not going to say. I'm not saying this because I dislike him, but what he did, what he admitted to doing in that article, is pretty bad. Okay,
right.
When he
in a statement to Ronan Farrow, the author.
Okay, now think about it. Women are saying that he basically sexually abused them, right?
Well, he harassed them. He came on to them.
If you look at what he said he did, he clearly used as when he was a senior executive at CBS, he was clearly, it seemed like he was using his power. What he admitted to, he was asking people out for dates that were subordinate to him, that were looking to pitch him movies and pitch him stuff. That's textbook. You really
the retaliation.
Yeah, and the retaliation as well. That's what they claim.
But,
he denies. But
Charlie,
what he admits to, the board has to look at what he admits to and says, okay, forget about the investigation into whether he did retaliate, whether he did commit sexual abuse and assault, which is part of what was in those allegations. Look at what he admitted to. What he admitted to was not good. I mean, it's probably violative of company policy. If you know anything about
does it come down to money? If they fire him with cause, then he doesn't get his money.
I don't know. You don't know his contract.
What if he resigns ahead of the end of the investigation?
His contract is pretty ironclad, and I think listen. I think this is going to happen. I think they're going to have to pay him no matter what. And I think they're going to probably pay him and Joe Iannello, who's his number two, who probably won't stay there, as the company transitions to a Sherry Redstone-run company. That's the way it looks like they're doing. But that's my projection. Right now, what we know now is the board is meeting. We know it's serious. We know that they're probably going to issue a statement, and his future clearly hangs in the balance.
Put the board picture back up of Leonard Goldberg. This is Aaron Spelling's longtime cohort in Spelling Goldberg. He's been around forever. I see, Martha Minow, Sherry Redstone, Linda Griego, 3 women. And one of them is Sherry Redstone, who certainly doesn't.
Yeah.
We just got a statement. Hold on a second. Hold on.
The CBS statement just came out?
Apparently it did.
Okay, let's see it.
It's a statement from CBS's regularly scheduled board meeting. The board of directors is still in the process of selecting an outside counsel to conduct an independent investigation. No other action was taken on this matter at today's board meeting. No other action, Charlie. Additionally, the board determined to postpone CBS Corporation's 2018 annual meeting of stockholders that was previously scheduled. So this is big. They're postponing the stockholder meeting, supposed to be August 10th. The board will determine a new date for the meeting of stockholders and will publicly disclose the new date, time, and location. The board actually also approved a quarterly dividend of 18
the stock
cents.
price. Can we see an intraday?
Can we look at the intraday here? The intraday of CBS at the moment, I'm going to pull it up myself.
Well,
that CBS is down about 4%.
It's come back a little bit.
Slightly. Down $2.30. It's all over the place
Now,
here.
look, it came up a little bit because they didn't suspend less.
Right, yet.
That was yet.
Okay.
Or, he's not suspended pending the investigation.